Trayce. Can you hear me, Trayce?
He's not in yet, I guess.
Okay. Well, Race, let me ask you then. You guys did a nice job of bouncing back from what was a tough night last night, and seemed like right from the get-go you were forcing it inside and getting what you wanted. How much did that mean just to get off to a good start and get rolling after yesterday?
We knew after yesterday we had to have a bounce-back game. We didn't perform how we wanted to, and today we knew what our strengths were, and we just attacked our strength and went inside and did what we had to do.
There's Trayce jumping in. Trayce, would you mind answering that question for me? I don't know if you heard it or not, but just how important was it for you guys to get off to such a good start today and get the ball inside and be able to, like 10 points in 4.5 minutes there. Got off to such a great start.
It was really just my teammates getting me involved. I really think they did a good job of passing me the ball into the post, and I converted today at a much higher level, especially in the beginning, and I thought that helped me get going. So.
Mike Pegram.
Yeah, Trayce, let's talk about the progress that Armaan has made over the last year. Today he went all 40 minutes and picked up the slack with Al being out and really did a good defensive job with Zaire. Just speak to where he is today.
Zaire, in my opinion, could easily be a top 10 pick. So just playing against him and holding him to however many points he did, I don't think it was that much. But the solid defense that he was playing, we're going to need that all year. And on top of that, doing it for 40 straight minutes and being able to be in that shape is really good for him. I think he played really well. Going downhill, I thought he made really great passes, and he rebounded the ball really well today as well.
Alex Bozich.
Trayce, was there anything different about kind of your mindset or your mentality coming into today's game than the last two games? I mean, this was easily your best game of the year, and in terms of finishing around the rim, this was as efficient as you've been. I'm just kind of curious if there was anything different about your approach today as opposed to the last couple of games.
Yeah, I think just earlier in the tournament, I was putting too much pressure on myself. I was trying to force the ball in. I wasn't really taking my time in the post. I was looking for contact as well. Me and my coach had a discussion. And today I just really feel like that was the first game where I really had fun and just got to play with joy and energy and passion. So it was good. And see the ball going was really good as well too. So.
Greg Doyle.
Yeah, hey, Tatum's brother, I want to ask you about your game today as well. You did you get called out by anybody, whether by Archie or somebody? He said you needed to get lit up. Who lit you up?
Lit up, I would say more like just my teammates. They knew I was head down. It wasn't even a lit up. It was just more of a you're the guy. You need to start playing to your potential at a high level. So I think really my teammates looked at me, especially when I wasn't having a good first 2 days. And they stayed with me. They stayed behind me. And they knew I was going to be needed to help win this game. So. Do
we have any questions for Armaan?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
Armaan, obviously numbers across the board, points, rebounds, assists, but defensive effort as well. How much did it mean to you to be able to take him out of the game and play from ahead all day long?
Going into the game, we knew he was one of their best players and one of their best offensive players. They just gave me the assignment, just locked in on him, didn't give him easy looks, just try to make it fit difficult and be physical with him.
I have one for Armaan. The coach mentioned that he was kind of begging you to mix it up on the boards last year. He had 8 rebounds today. Just talk a little bit about that aspect of your game, how it's kind of grown and developed, and how important it was today.
I think rebounding at the guard position is big for us to be able to get it out fast and be able to push. I can push off the rebound. And I think that just takes some pressures off our bigs as well if we all just collectively rebound. So he's been talking about that since I've been here, guard rebounds, at least 12 a game amongst all 3 of our guards. So that's what we try to do.
Zach Osterman.
I guess more broadly, defensively, Armaan, Coach talked about how he trusts you to guard players at a number of different positions. He trusts you to guard smaller players, bigger players. I know we maybe saw little bits of that last year, but I mean, is there almost an emphasis in your mind that you want to become the sort of player that can just absorb maybe matchups that aren't even always what people would pencil in on paper in terms of the size of the player you're guarding?
Yeah, I mean, today he did have a pretty sizable size advantage, but at the end of the day, it's just all hard. You know, you just got to stay in, lock in, you know, just guard him. I mean, it's not much really to it. Just be physical. Don't get blown by. Just stay in front.
Jeff Rabjohns.
Yeah, hey, this is for Race. I just want to get your thoughts. When you see Trayce play like this, just kind of how impressive is it? What do you think we're seeing when we see this Trayce Jackson Davis?
I mean, this is what I see every day in practice. It doesn't come to any surprise to me when I see him doing this. I watch him, I guard him every day. So when he goes off like this, I know he's perfectly capable of it. And then when he doesn't have his best game, I hold him to a point where I gotta let him know, like, we need you tomorrow. We need you in the next game. Like, you gotta bring it. Like, come on. Even it doesn't have to be nothing. Just look at him. He knows. So it's just good to see him do that.
All right. That's it. Thanks, everyone.